Hi guys, so I'm going to do a piano tutorial for you today. I just wanted to show you and review C position. So C position is very important. It's usually the starting position or middle C. Usually the younger kids start in middle C position. For adults though, you're going to start in C major position. Now the difference is C major position is based off of the C major scale. C position is just another term to call it. Middle C is different. That's when both your thumbs are on C. So that's not my favorite position, but it is important to learn because some songs have that position. But for now, C major position actually starts with C, D, E, F, G. And then the left hand is G, F, E, D, C. So what happens is your thumbs are both going to be C, okay? So I'm going to show you on the piano exactly what to do, for C position. So I'm going to try to get the camera to angle properly. Okay, so C position, your thumb's going to be on middle C here. Okay, so now your left hand, I have to hold the phone, so that's why I'm switching. Your left hand's going to go G, F, E, D, C, G, F, E, D, C. So, what we're doing is we're working out of this book here, okay? So there's a right hand warm up, so you can see the notes here in C position, C, D, E, F, G, okay? So I want you to try to memorize that. So it's gonna go C, D, E, F, G. So on my piano, the middle C is right under the C, which that makes it kind of perfect. So you're gonna skip two notes and then go G, F, E, D, C. Okay, for the left hand. So that's actually a little complicated. So we're going to play Ode to Joy. So see how the numbers kind of match the notes here? It's going to sound like... So in C position, it's actually very important to follow the numbers there, because what happens is if you get off the numbers, just like the chords, you're going to play the wrong notes. Like the chords are 1, 3, 5, and then 1, 3, 5. Remember that from last time? So now the left hand, of course, is different. We're just reviewing these for a second. You're going to move the thumb over, go back, just like that. So we're going to do a little music theory too. So this is actually note spelling. So note spelling is very important, especially for left hand, because left hand's the hardest. So I would suggest finding note spellers. There's actually some apps on the phone that are good for that. Just look up note spellers. And if you want to learn the note names, that's pretty easy. Okay. Now, this is an adult piano book. That's a really good book here. So I had some students fill this out. So these are the beats here. So you have quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. So if you're a beginning musician, what I like to tell people is the quarter note is 1 beat, half note is 2 beat, whole note is 4 beats. And I like to tell people that it's kind of like a pizza. If you think of it as a whole note having 4 beats or 4 slices of pizza, half note having 2 beats or 2 slices of pizza, and then a quarter note having 1 slice of pizza. That's what I tell the kids anyway. Actually, some of the adults get a kick out of that too. So let's see. So now this music theory, I'm a big music theory nerd, by the way. This music theory talks about measuring seconds and thirds, okay? So the seconds is when the note is right next to each other. Those are all seconds, okay? If you want to think of a fun one. That's called a half step. That's actually the Jaws theme. So that's a half step there. So now a third is when you skip a note. And then a fourth is when you just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And a fifth is 1, 5. Okay, so I'm going to use some songs as examples. I did the first one. That's not exactly a second, but it's close. See? Now this one. Who knows that song? Anyways, what about this one? I'm not going to name them. So that's the easiest ways to remember those, actually. So that was always fun. So we're going to do some of these together. So what I would do is find the note name first. So if you don't know that, you could look on the previous page. Now this is going to be D to E. So they want to know if it's going to be down a second or down a third, okay? So D to E, these two. So that's going to be a second, right? So you're going to write down second. I'm not going to write down that's fine. Okay, so the next one is going to be like this. That's F to D. Now the way you can tell the notes on the staff is you're going to write F-A-C-E, okay? Now you can't do that with the D, unfortunately, but you know, you can spell out face, and then you can spell out every good boy does fine for the lines. Now there's 5 lines and 4 spaces, okay? So this is basic music. So now the F to the D is going to go. So that's going to actually be a third. See? So we're going to write down a third. So now the other way I like to discuss music is when you go down or up, okay? So your music kind of moves in different angles. So it's either down or up. So you're going to go. So if you have something like that, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Pretend the notes are not on there, okay? So you're going to go C, D, E, D, C. And if you're looking at the music and they're not on there, be like, okay, are they going up? Are they going down? I'm going to show you an example. This one, Claire de Lune, for example. So it's going to go C, 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 D, E, D, C, E, D, D, C, whole note right there. Okay, so what you're going to do is pretend you don't know the notes there. You're going to go, so those 3 are the same in the beginning. The C is always the one with the line through it for now. So C, 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 you're going to go up a second, then up a second again, E, D, down a second, C, skip up, and then down a second, D, D, C. So C, sorry, I'm like holding the phone at the same time. Anyway, so you're going to go up and down like that. So then, of course, the music gets harder. And like I said, in the back, see, this is like 7ths and 8ths and stuff. They get really complicated, but see how hard the song is and the numbers are still there? That's going to be a thing for like a long time. So anyway, so then they have these exercises here. Some of the kids drew in there. And then they have Jingle Bells where they actually have the chords there. You start to do the chords, okay? So maybe we could learn Jingle Bells together at some point. But the chords are just going to be very simple in the beginning, 1 and 5. Whole notes. So maybe next time I'll show you Jingle Bells. Okay? I didn't hold those for the whole thing, but that's fine. Okay, so these are going to be like E, E, E. See, these are all the same. Then you're going to skip up. And then that's a 5th right there. Okay, so that's a 5th. So now you're going to get to the 4. A bunch of those, the little kids say, there's so many 4s. And then down, down, up. There you go. 1, 2. Gotta hold that out. A bunch of 4s again. Right hand. So when you do the right hand, you know, you want to do it not too fast in the beginning, and just try those notes there. But anyway, that's the music if anyone wants to try it. So I'm going to flip the camera around. So yeah, so those are just the chords and Jingle Bells. So I'm going to actually play the whole song for you. Jingle Bells is pretty easy, but some people struggle with it because of the chords. The chords are where it gets complicated. So you'll have to, you know, kind of learn some of those chords there. But it's 1 and 5, 1 and 4, and sometimes 1 and 3. So that's actually not too bad. So yeah, so I think that covers everything for today. So I just wanted to come on here and give a quick piano tutorial again. So maybe I'll do teach you guys how to play some songs too. That could be pretty fun. So yeah, so have a good day, everyone. Thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting. I really appreciate all the support. And if anyone needs any music lessons, I do online lessons. So it's pretty fun, and people pay me through PayPal usually, and it works out. And then we meet on Zoom or FaceTime or whichever. So whatever works for you. But yeah, I teach piano, saxophone, and flute, and I've been teaching for, over 20 years now. So piano was actually my first instrument, and then I switched over to flute and then saxophone. Fell in love with saxophone, and that became my major in college. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Love y'all.